Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 529. Yesterday we began the concept of neural flossing, and I said the idea behind neural flossing was that we would tension one side of the nerve and release tension from the other side, and then we would get a relative movement in the direction towards the side that was tensioned and away from the side that was released from tension. To give you an idea of what I'm talking about, if this was my nerve, okay, and I was to or if this was my nerve like this, and I was to stretch out the superior portion of the nerve, all right, and release tension from the inferior or bottom portion of the nerve relatively moves superiorly, right? So if I was to then stretch out the inferior portion of the nerve and then move inferior, right, slack the top portion, the nerve moves relatively inferiorly, right? So we're going to use this concept over and over again as we do several different nerves. Yesterday we did the sciatic nerve. That ran down the posterior portion of the body, okay, and we showed a way of flossing that. Today we're going to go over the anatomy of the femoral nerve and talk about how we're going to floss the anterior portion. So the femoral nerve runs through the front of the leg, all right, exits out and runs through the front, down and distributes down to the top of the foot, okay, and it's different nerve roots, okay. Or different peripheral nerves, sorry. So what we need to do first is understand how to stretch the femoral nerve. The way that we stretch the femoral nerve is we bring the entire body into an extended position, okay? This would be a femoral nerve stretch because we're stretching all through this anterior portion of our body. When we want to slack one side of it, we need to bring that side into flexion, okay? So let me get down on the ground and show you how this movement actually works. So if I'm going to pre-tension this nerve, I'm going to bring myself into extension, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my back into extension. I'm talking about this right side now. I'm going to bring my back into extension. This side is going to be nice and extended, okay? And I'm going to flex my leg here, which is further going to traction the inferior portion of that nerve, all right? If my head was back, that would be the farthest that I'd be able to traction that entire nerve, or put strain on the anterior portion of the body, which would traction that nerve. So now, the first component that I want to talk about is moving the head. If I move the head from an extended position to a flexed position, that takes off relative tension from the superior portion, the top half of the nerve, right? And if I was to flex the knee back, that's going to add extension, right? So the first component of the movement is to flex the head and then flex the knee. Therefore, I'm going to traction the nerve inferiorly. If I want to do the opposite, I'm going to extend the knee, extend the head. That's going to traction the nerve superiorly. So the whole movement looks like this. We start out at one of the two. Let's start out in the nerve being tractioned up superiorly. Then we're going to flex the head, flex the knee, point the toe. Do the exact opposite, extend the head, extend the knee. Flex the head, flex the knee. Just as yesterday, the object would be to get 20 to 30 repetitions at a slow, deliberate pace of 3 seconds in each direction, okay? Guys, I hope this helps you out, and until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.